Hi, I'm Sarah from The Upcoming. A real pleasure to be with you here in Cannes. Thanks so much for taking the time. Huge congrats on this movie. I think it's one of the ones that's had the most buzz, I've noticed. Everyone seems to be talking about it. It begins as a sort of search for a missing daughter, but it evolves into something much more spiritual and existential. What was the sort of path you wanted your audience to go on with your characters?
What is called a believer. That means that, I feel that there are rules in universe, and that behind the material world there is a kind of another world that subtle, that, vibrates. So always in my films, I want to invite the spectator, because I think cinema can allow us to feel this, that we are living a enchanted world, a magic world, an adventure film allows you to this, there is a physical path, there is a physical adventure that is at the same time a metaphysical one, So my idea was to provoke in the spectator to look inside himself in a way,
And it's a bit of a cliched phrase to say, that a setting or location is a character, but it does feel like the desert here is playing such a key role in the storytelling. It's sort of vast and isolating, but also beautiful at the same time. Why was this the right place to explore these themes around grief, loss, facing death?
Yeah, it's when human being is naked, and when human being is small and is obliged to watch to the sky. A sky that sometimes expresses itself with a lot of tragedy and pain, but a sky that is always sheltering, is always merciful.
And techno music plays a central role as well in terms of the emotional texture, but also kind of the rhythm of the film. What did you want to use that as a tool in terms of the way you're taking your audience on this journey?
Obviously, music can allow us to... Obviously, music is a tool also to provoke in a spectator a kind of ecstasy, a kind of ecstatic rapture, it can help us to feel this energy, that we wanted to express with the film. And the idea was this, to go from the kick of the beat, from this more melodic, hard techno, to stylize it to a more ethereal and esoterical sound, like if we were like looking for the original first sound of the universe, and electronic music allowed you also to express this strangeness of being a human being in this universe.
The end of the world has already begun is this idea that's sort of lingering through the film. Did you want that to be kind of a wake-up call to people, or is it something more like mourning, or is it somewhere in between for you?
I think all of us, we have the intuition that we are on a kind of limit, that we are a kind of sunset moment in our civilization, the true truths of modernity, ecology, and economy are telling us that that we are near a kind of reset, and I think it's good. In any case, it has to be like this, but it will be full of turns and with abbeys in the two sides. So this film, in a way, it's a kind of rite of passage for a spectator. I invite spectator on a kind of cinematographical ceremony in order also to deal more with death, to look inside himself. It's a good way also to... I think we are living on a society that is really too much thanatophobic. We escape from death, and we are afraid of death. And this film show us, I hope, evoke us that the death is a door to talk to the life with more intensity and more clearness.
And of course, it's not your first time in Cannes, but first time in competition. What does it feel to be coming back here, but in a different capacity, I guess?
It's been 15 years since my first film. I did all the parallel and being in competition. It's a privilege, and I'm really happy that with a gesture so radical like Sirât, that is a film that we didn't make compromise compromises. You know, I like that Khan is defending this take of risk. You know.
Amazing. Thank you so much for sharing all that with me. Huge congratulations on the film.
Thank you.
I really enjoyed presenting it here in Cannes. Thanks so
Sorry.
much. Really enjoy the rest of the time here in Cannes.
Yeah, you too.
Thank you.
You too.
Cheers.